Hi everyone, my name is Amira Farhana, and today I would like to share with you about the development of the Industrial Revolution stages in terms of mass production and the rise of technology. First and foremost, do you know how many stages of Industrial Revolution up until now? The answer is 4 stages. So the first Industrial Revolution was invented in the 1765 and the second revolution is in the 1870s. The third Industrial Revolution happened in 1969 and the last is Industry 4.0. The ultimate goal of the Industrial Revolution was to rely less on human labor in the manufacturing process by powering machines. Without further ado, let's dig in on the mass production phases and rise of technology, shall we? So due to the booming cotton and trade industry revolution, the invention of steam engines has been supported by the investor. The main use of steam engine was used to boil water to create mechanical motion to be utilized in useful work such as mining, because before that, most factories used water, wind, horse, or man. By sharing information like James Watt and Matthew Boulton, technological advances have happened quickly. During each phase, the invention of the steam engine was modified according to the advance of time. Apart from that, 1752 is when Benjamin Franklin invented the lightning rod, setting the foundation of studying electricity. While the first revolution invented machines, the second revolution happened to indicate the development of electricity, chemical art, and steel. Because of new sources of power and strong government policy, the production of cost-effective steel has led to the expedition of railroad, industrial machines, and weapons. Not to forget, this mass production also produced consumer goods, which makes it easier to get around on trains, automobiles, and bicycles. Besides, the use of telegraph, radio, and newspaper helped to spread ideas and news a lot faster than before. Even textile has been invented since the first revolution, but this phase innovates with light technology, material science, and industrial toolmaking. The highlight of the phase is when Thomas Edison was patented the first practical light bulb in 1879. The second industrial just ended before World War I. It has been followed by the third industrial revolution, in which digital communication technology and the internet changed how we transmit information. This phase is known as the digital revolution, where the rise of technology started to spread. Everything grew in scale as new technological advancements and the development of combustion engine system initiated the use of new sources of energy, electricity, gas, and oil. Things that used to be analog moved to digital technologies. Not to forget, the third revolution is where it's happened to be discovered on the nuclear energy and advancement of telecommunication. For instance, Ethernet was invented as the first system for the transmission of information between systems in 1973, and in 1983 it was standardized. The domain name system DNS establishments such as .edu, .gov.com, .org, and .net system for naming websites. The first audio and video that was distributed over the internet happened in 1992, and the year after that, the White House and UN had decided to go online. Year after year, the era of social media had begun and spread like a maniac, such as Facebook, which is the first social media that goes live. Most recently, digital revolution altered nearly every industry, once again transforming how people live, work, and communicate. At this stage of technological development, many of these technologies people dreamed of in the 1950s and 60s have become a reality. Maybe we don't have a flying car yet, but worry not, because we've got robots. Besides, during Industrial 4.0, this phase has genetic sequencing and editing, artificial intelligence, miniature sensor, and 3D printing. This is the age where lines between the physical and the digital and biological spheres are challenged, and industries all over the world are uprooted. To be shown, according to Internet World Stats, over 55% of the world population uses the Internet in 2018, and until now, it became the main medium to interact and even uses as education. In conclusion, Industrial Revolution was the creation of many inventions that improved the manufacturing capabilities of certain industry and improved the economy. This also led to the rise in poverty and unemployment as dependence on manual labor was reduced. The role of government today in regulating the industry is geared more toward protecting the worker. Back in the early days of the Industrial Revolution, the opposite was the norm.
Construct a line between them, for example between a home and a shop. It was a luxury.
Some of these issues still exist today. Some may argue that the Industrial Revolution